baby. We're live. Live. All the way live. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm loving life. I hope that you can say the same tonight. We got a lot going on. But before we get to that, let's mention the elephant in the room here. Jimmy the Hippie cannot be here tonight. He had a tie-dye emergency he had to take care of tonight. And as such, unfortunately, Gorgeous Gregory has stepped in to fill the role.
I have stepped in to fill the role. And Cato, I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
I brought something for you.
Oh, God.
I brought something for you. Hold on. Let me set this down for a second.
All right.
Oh, I'm knocking everything over. Hold on. Cato, I got you your very own Gorgeous Gregory t-shirt.
Wow.
Because I know you're such a big fan.
I will say,
right?
It's a nice shirt.
It's a nice shirt.
It is a nice shirt. I will agree with that. Yeah. But, man, how can somebody with such a terrible attitude have such a great shirt?
Everybody, give me your $20. Buy a shirt.
Anyway, let's talk about tonight. Oh, thank you.
It's a medium, just for you.
Well, that's not going to fit me.
I was all out of smalls, Cato.
Yeah, that was not going to fit me either. I'm almost to a double XL, pal. Tonight, we got a lot going on. But if you haven't done it already, take a minute right now. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you like this show, you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. That helps us a lot. When you subscribe, there's a little bell there. They say if you ring the bell, it helps turn on the notifications. Let you know every single time that we have one of these shows on here. And then, but let's talk about tonight. We got a lot going on, and we want to jump right into it. We have interviews tonight with the champion, Gorgeous Gregory, the Rad Boys, Eric Enders, Chris Coleman, David Lawless. We're going to hear from the Alpha, Rick Matthews. Plus, in action, we are going to see Bangin' Jake Wiley go one-on-one with a great neighbor and James Ross. The winner of that match will get the next Imagine Live title shot coming up against Malachi Gage. So we're a lot on the line here tonight. Real quick, I want to talk to you about June 3rd in Altoona. We are almost out of VIP tickets. In fact, I can tell you right now exactly what we have left. We have 5. We have 1 single VIP seat by itself, and then we have 4 VIP tickets together. So if you want either of those or any combination of that, now would be a great time to order those. Those are absolutely going to sell out, and they have been in Altoona for months and months and months. Despite the fact that Gregory's champion, VIP tickets continue to sell out.
Despite the fact that I'm champion. It's because I'm champion.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
So that's June 3rd, and then from there, we're going to be at Du Bois Days on the 16th and 17th. If you're following our Facebook or Instagram page, you've seen that we are going to be up there. We have several shows over the course of the 2 days. I'm not going to read them off right now, but you have lots of opportunities to see all your favorite Imagine stars in Du Bois on the 16th and 17th, including Gregory. And then from there, we have a huge show in Sykesville at the Sykesville Ag and Youth Fair. That is going to be June 24th. We have a very special guest up there that night. It's going to be the return of James Ellsworth to the Imagine Wrestling ring. So we're going to see him live and in action. Let's talk about our sponsor. Let's talk about Renewal by Anderson. Great folks over at Renewal by Anderson. They will help you. They will not swindle you. They even put out tips on their social media of how not to be pressured into sales. So these are good people. They're going to help you with what you need specifically. If you're looking for high quality windows and or patio door home investment options within your budget, contact Jordan Treese of Renewal by Anderson at 814-330-9870. You can visit their showroom. I can tell you, everybody that's met and spending time with Jordan Treese, who is our DC Bentley, he's a good man. He's a fun man. He's a funny guy, but he's very serious about what he does. He wants to help people with their window and door options, and he wants to help you with the investment property that you have. Make your house worth more. Plus, make it more energy efficient. This is a good man. Again, his number is 814-330-9870. Whew, that was a lot.
Talked a lot. You talked almost as much as I do sometimes.
Sometimes. I don't think anybody can talk as obnoxiously as you do.
Obnoxiously.
If you haven't done it already, before we get into the first video of the day here, I want you to take a minute right now. Go ahead and share the video. Let everybody know that you're part of the imagination. Comment in our feed. Give this video a thumbs up. These are all things that really help us. Right now, we have our first interview of the day. It's going to be with the world beater, Chris Coleman.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, I am DC Bentley here with the Norseman, the world beater Chris Coleman. Chris, last month, not the result that not only you expected, but we, members of the Imagination, expected. See, we've been on this journey with you, some 19 years without a singles title. That was your opportunity, and unfortunately, due to the obscene intervention from Ross and Sons, you were not able to secure the world heavyweight title like we all thought you should. Now, I'm not going to ask you about that, but I do want a statement about the great neighbor, James Ross. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I am going to say I was prepared for Ross and Son, but I wasn't quite prepared for the depths that they would stoop to keep that title around Gregory's waist, and that's my fault. I should have planned better. I'll plan better next time. James Ross, your father has prepared you to be a great neighbor. He has taught you many lessons. But now you're going to learn a lesson from me, the world beater. And that lesson is simple. Pain 101.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the world beater Chris Coleman with a very stern message for the great neighbor James Ross. Pain is on the way. Back to you.
There you are. The world beater Chris Coleman looks like he is ready for action. Looking for a little bit of revenge against my first guest here tonight. That's James Ross. Come on in here right now. He had an interesting night on Saturday with Malachi Gage, and then he has this big match tonight. He's got a lot. What is happening here? Why exactly do you have the Imagine Live title?
Well, it's a funny story, really. It's actually the reason my father's not here right now. He missed his flight on the way back. But I won the Imagine Live championship in a singles match in Rio de Janeiro. Yeah.
No, I'm curious where you got this belt.
Well, Rio de Janeiro. I just told you, Cato. Okay. I mean, you got to listen. Open your ears, man.
Okay.
Anyways, tonight I'm supposed to be facing Jake Wiley for a #1 contender shot, but I'm the champion. I am the Imagine Live champion, ladies and gentlemen. And so I decided I would be generous. I would be a great neighbor, and I would put it on the line tonight. I'm going to be defending this beautiful, prestigious championship against Rad Boy banging Jake Wiley. And come Saturday, June 3rd, in Altoona, Pennsylvania, I'm going to shut down the world beater Chris Coleman with this over my shoulder still. You see, being a great neighbor, it's not always easy, and it's not always fun, but it's what needs to be done, right? It's the right thing to do, and the right thing to do is to carry this championship to the top of the ranks, much like my brother-in-arms, Gorgeous Gregory, has with the World Championship. Speaking of Gorgeous Gregory, Chris Coleman couldn't get the job done with him, and next Saturday, June 3rd in Altoona, Pennsylvania, Chris Coleman won't be able to get it done against me either.
I don't know, man. I don't believe him. I don't think he won that title, but I am curious. There's got to be a story why he has that belt. Hopefully next week we hear from Malachi Gage and find out what's going on here. Talking about guys who have interesting stories. Well, we're not talking about our next guest, Eric Enders. He only wants to talk about things that aren't true and delusional situations. I'm sure you're going to have something to say about your situation in Houtzdale last week. You guys were marching around saying you were the tag team champions when you left Houtzdale, but I didn't see it that way.
It doesn't matter if you see it that way. It's the truth. Lucio DeVere and I are the rightful Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And no, we didn't win them in Rio de Janeiro, although we were there to see that title change. We won them by beating the Rad Boys fair and square along the rules in Whoville.
Houtzdale?
Whatever. Doesn't matter. The point is, the Rad Boys, with all their little gimmicks, with all their 90s nostalgia and their consumer culture love that makes them fools and everyone who loves them fools, couldn't beat Lucio DeVere and Eric Enders. But this corrupt system that Imagine Wrestling likes to go by doesn't want to recognize us as the rightful champions. So I'm calling for the right decision to be made and either put the belts on us or give us a rematch.
You've already got a rematch in Altoona on June 3rd. I think what the one thing you're failing to mention here is, sure, you got the win, but it was via countout. And it's been a long-standing tradition in wrestling. Titles can't change hands on a countout.
And who made that rule up? Who agrees to that rule? I don't agree to that rule.
Jim Barnett, I think.
Yeah. There's your problem right there. Next thing you're going to start quoting Jim Cornette to me, and we all know that fool. The fact of the matter is, June 10th, June 3rd, what's the date?
June 3rd.
June 3rd. This is the first that I'm being informed. June 3rd, then. Lucio DeVere and I will put the Rad Boys in their place. We will beat them again, and we will be officially recognized as the Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And then, with a championship in hand, my podium will get even bigger, and I will get my message across even harder. And you will all come to know no gods, no masters, just enders.
Not the tag team. A lot of delusion. They're not the tag team champions. I know nothing about this fictitious title change. There's been a lot of weird things go on in wrestling through at Rio de Janeiro through the years, and I don't acknowledge that title change for the Imagine Live title. Let's go ahead and talk about a guy that is coming back to the Imagine ring here real soon. In fact, it's going to be June 3rd with his partner, Malachi Gage. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Looking beefy, looking real beefy here, looking real angry. What do you got to be mad about, man? You got a big match coming up on June 3rd.
You know what, Cato? The last time I was here, things didn't go our way. Enders and DeVere stole our title opportunity. But you know what? The Alpha isn't done. Malachi Gage isn't done. The Watch is not done. And you're right. June 3rd coming up here in Altoona. We got a big match against the Power Brokers. Apollo, Mambo. We've said it before. We don't care who's in front of us. If you're standing in our way, and believe me, you two are in our way, because it's the Watch's destiny that we reclaim those Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Championships for the second time. And after June 3rd, the Power Brokers, Mambo, Apollo, and everybody back there are going to know that the tag team game is for the Watch.
There you go, man. You got angry for no apparent reason. Alpha, man. It's an interesting night here tonight. Everybody's talking about tag team wrestling all of a sudden. And as I like to say every single week, if you want to talk about tag team wrestling, the conversation begins and ends with the Imagine Tag Team Champions. Still the Tag Team Champions, Jake Wiley, Braden Elliott. Congratulations on retaining these titles. However, there is some controversy. You did lose the match via countout. Where are your heads at right now? I almost hate to ask that question of Jake Wiley.
First off, why is he so angry? The guy, Alpha, why is he always angry? Second off, James Ross! Tonight, it's you and I, one-on-one, mano-y-mano, for the Imagine Live Championship. Why? I am no stranger to that championship. I hold a record-breaking streak of that championship. So tonight, I'm going to do what your dad should have did, and I'm going to give you a spanking.
Okay?
Maybe leave.
Please don't spank him.
Yeah, please don't. Well, anyway, about this past Saturday. There's two guys that are walking around here claiming to be the tag team champions. Well, that's what upsets us here, because we're not upset that we lost the match via countout. Okay, it is what it is. We've lost plenty of matches by countout, but the fact that there's guys walking around here claiming to be the tag team champions, well, that doesn't sit too well with Braden Elliott and Jake Wiley.
It doesn't.
Nope. Never has and it never will, because if you want to call yourselves the Imagine Tag Team Champions, that means you're the best tag team on the East Coast and in this division, and you too, Lucio DeVere and Eric Enders, you're going to go back to the back of the line on June 3rd when we put you there after you get 2 tickets to the Double Dare.
2!
Yeah. You and every other tag team in this division claims to be the best. Well, you lack 2 things. That's this and these. And that's chemistry and 2 tag team title belts. I want you two to show up and recognize, and every tag team around better watch and learn when Rad Boys are in the house!
Love you, Logan Paul.
I don't even know what to say about that. Let's go ahead and we got our final interview here, our final live interview. Yep. Always got to be.
Here I am.
Yeah, still the champion, man.
Hold on.
Tell you what, it was a rough night for you on Saturday.
Wait. Can you see? Do you know who it is? Do you know who it is?
I know who it is.
It's me, Gorgeous Gregory.
Why don't you tell folks about how
I am going to tell him. I'm going to tell him if
How
you shut up
you-
for a second. If you shut up for a second, I'll tell him how the
how
night
the
went.
rocker Chris
If you shut
Sands
up for a
had
second-
you beat
if
until
you
the
shut
Ross
up for a
boys
second-
came out and
if you would
interfered in
shut
the
up
match
for a
and
second-
got you disqualified.
If you would shut up for a second, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell all of them exactly how my Saturday night went, sweetheart. The rocker, he said, bang your head with every last breath that he could muster. He tried to bang my head. He said, rock on. That's what he said. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter when he's in the ring with somebody like me. He got the same beatdown that everybody's getting. Now, June 3rd, I'm on to David Lawless. And David Lawless thinks that he can just walk into my main event, walk into my spotlight, and challenge me for my championship. It's not going to happen. You, like Chris Sands, like Chris Coleman, like Jimmy the Hippie, are going to get the same exact beatdown. June 3rd, it's over for you, David Lawless. I'll make sure you're never in Imagine Wrestling ever again.
There you go. I'm not sure David Lawless would agree. In fact, let's go ahead and hear from the number 1 contender right now, David Lawless.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the Imagination, I am DC Bentley here with the People's Lawyer, the Gavel David Lawless, who is our new number 1 contender for the Heavyweight Championship here at Imagine Wrestling. Gavel, I got to ask you, what are your thoughts?
Excited, exuberant, extremely thrilled to represent the Imagination against Gorgeous Gregory, bring the title back home where it belongs. You see, Gorgeous Gregory runs around. He associates with some nefarious people. He likes to bend the rules as best he can. But listen, you saw what I did with the big boss, right? He tried to get cute. He caught a stunner. Gorgeous Gregory, June 3rd, the Gavel David Lawless walks in the number 1 contender, and I walk out the new Imagine Heavyweight Champion. Because the Gavel David Lawless is by the people, for the people, and with the people, Imagination. I'll see you on June 3rd.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a very confident People's Lawyer, the Gavel David Lawless. Back to you.
All right, guys. Tell you what, there you heard from David Lawless. He has a lot of confidence.
I didn't hear what he said.
Well, you might want to listen to him because I think he is going to impose his will on you, and I think June
He's going
3rd.
to impose his will on me.
Yeah.
On somebody as strong and as jacked as me. He's going to impose his will on me.
Big dude.
I don't think he's not bigger than me.
Definitely smarter than you.
Maybe book smarter, but not street smarter. Not street smarter.
Not street smarter. Let's go ahead. Hey, let's talk about June 3rd real quick. Of course, we are only 10 days away from that. And like I said earlier in the show, we have four VIP tickets remaining together, and then we have one by themselves. If you want one of those tickets, now is the time to jump on that. And then, of course, we want to talk about our sponsor. That's Renewal by Anderson. They are... if you're looking for high-quality window and or patio door home investment options within your budget, that's Jordan Treese you want to contact at Renewal by Anderson. His number is 814-330-9870, or you can visit their showroom. Jordan is a good man, and he will help you out along the way here. So, I'll tell you what. It feels like it's time for our main event here.
It is time for our main event here.
Yeah.
Look at my boy in there.
Let's go ahead and head to the ring right now. First, he's accompanied by all that Braden Elliott. He is banging Jake Wiley.
You want to talk about imposing your will. Just wait and see what James Ross does to this punk.
His opponent claims to be the Imagine Life champion, but I can attest that is not true. I don't know how he ended up with the belt in his possession, but that is not true. But irregardless, the winner of this match will go on to face the Imagine Life champion.
He is the Imagine Live champion.
He is the great neighbor, James Ross.
James, are you hungry? Oh, I'm hungry. Here, eat this. There you go.
What is happening?
Take a bite. Take a bite.
What is it with you and these you can't make it through a show?
Look at his shoulder. James, why would you throw it on the ground?
He's got to fight now. He's got to fight, guys. He's got a fight at hand. Would you rather be in that dirty canvas?
I can't. No, I wanted him to throw it back at me. I cannot believe he just threw that protein bar on the ground. That
there you go.
$4 at Sheets.
Well, it's still in there. Just pick it up and eat it.
Okay.
You've eaten dirtier things.
That's not true.
His mouth is dry from that protein bar.
No, I made sure he drank his gallon of water.
You got a big collar and elbow tie up here. Jake Wiley, of course, has the experience advantage. Size-wise, the guy's relatively matched up. Speed-wise, I think they're pretty well matched up.
Look at the legs on James Ross, though. Look at those ham hocks. All his power is right there in those glutes and in those hamstrings.
He kicks him in the back of the leg there. Now returned by both guys trying to get the advantage out of this lockup. See who's stronger. See who has better leverage. Interesting development here.
James's shoulders were up.
Ducked the clothesline. Ducked another punch. Grabs a headlock. Beautiful headlock takeover.
Head scissors, James. Head scissors.
Grab a handful of hair. Is that what you
No.
preached to him?
He had him by the headband.
It was by the head of the hair either way.
by the headband.
You can't grab gear, pal.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. There we go. Shoots him off. Jake Wiley ducks the clothesline. Grabs the arm, whips across. Big shoulder block. Caught him right under the chin.
Listen, it's Jake Wiley's fault if he gets his headband pulled. He wants to play cosplay and be a Ninja Turtle. James Ross has learned to take advantage of stuff like that.
Sets him up here. He's standing on him, and now he's surfing. He's surfing him in place.
Look, they're treating James like he's a joke. Just wait.
James is a joke, isn't he?
He is not a joke.
All right. Well, we'll see.
I mean, listen.
On the left pectoral, trying to knock the wind out of him. Oh, that is not good.
That's
Hey,
how
watch
we
out
do
for our
it.
posters.
That's how we do it. He's showing him that it's showtime now. He's showing him.
I agree. That wall is illegal. You should not be allowed to use it.
How is the wall illegal?
It's certainly not legal.
It clearly is.
The
match
ring,
still
the
going
inside of the ring is what is legal.
on. Jake Wiley's the one who came on the outside and attacked James Ross.
No, James Ross went to the floor. He went out. Jake Wiley went out to get him.
He had an illegal hold on his
You're
knee.
watching a different match
He's
than
lucky
I
He
am.
didn't tear his ACL.
A knee bar is perfectly legal.
Listen,
you're
Kato.
you're
if
a
he would've
maniac.
tore that man's ACL, there would have been hell to pay.
You're a goofy individual.
What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say a curse.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I wanted to curse at you there. James Ross sets him up. Oh, big club right in the middle of the back. Wow, his throat is draped across that top rope. I combined the words draped and top rope all into one big word.
That's a recipe for disaster, isn't it?
Well, that is true. That is true.
Or a PG show, Kato.
Well, droped is nothing. It's just nothing. It's just a made-up word.
Yeah. What did he say? James, what did he say?
He said a swear. He said a bad word.
What word? What does it start with?
I can't say it.
No, just say what it started with.
I follow the rules.
You're a liar.
He said the S word? He said the S word.
S word. That is PG.
Kato, he said the S word.
He did not say the S word.
That's
I would never believe that of the Rad Boys. They're
said it.
good, clean, God-fearing young men.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not what Braden said. I've spent enough time around him. That's not what he said.
He might have said poop. He might have said poop, but he wouldn't say the other word for poop.
Yeah, he would never. He would never, because he's an angel.
Well, first off, we know James Ross is a liar because he got this Imagine Live title by dubious manner. I think he used an S word to get that belt. I think he stole it.
He did not steal it. He did not use an S word to win that championship title.
Yeah, no, I don't think he won it. I think
first of all, belts hold up your pants. Championship titles are what I have.
Yeah, okay. You have a big belt over your shoulder. Take it easy, Vince. Take it easy, Vince.
And David Lawless on June 3rd is getting a championship opportunity.
June 3rd, of course, the next time you can see Imagine Wrestling live, that is in Altoona. Then from there, we go to Du Bois Days on the 16th and the 17th. We have 3 big shows in a row over that 2-day period. Then on June 24th, you can catch Imagine Wrestling live at the Sykesville Ag and Youth Fair. All the information's on our website. All the information is on all of our social media. You're not going to want to miss Ross and Son, the Rad Boys, Gorgeous Gregory, Jimmy the Hippie, The Watch, Chris Coleman, and all the other stars of Imagine Wrestling. I said Gorgeous Gregory once.
I mean to say my name last because I main event all the shows.
Jake Wiley trying to find a way to rally himself here.
It was the headband. It was the headband.
You're a despicable human being. I'll just put that out there.
Who, me or him?
Both of you. Him for doing it, and you lying.
You act like I pull any sort of weight around here. I'm just a commentator.
You're the guy who's lying for James Ross. He pulled the hair, and you said no, he didn't. We all saw it happen.
Kato.
Yes?
I'm just a commentator.
You're an idiot. A gorgeous, gorgeous idiot.
Oh, Braden wants the point. Braden wants the point. Oh, look at how excited he's getting. Grind his face into the mat.
Setting him up for that big super kick, no doubt. Hey, look out!
Oh, who is that? Who is that?
That's Eric Enders. Come on!
We don't know that.
We absolutely know
We
that.
don't know that. He's wearing a mask.
This piece of garbage, Eric Enders.
Oh, look at James.
Oh, come on.
He did it.
That's disgusting.
He did it, James. Attaboy. Attaboy, James. That's right. Attaboy, James.
I mean, is that something to be proud of? That's ridiculous.
That's why he's
You know what? I've had enough of you. Get out of here. Just get out of here.
You're going to kick me out.
Yeah, get out of here.
You're going to kick me out.
Yes, I'm going to get you out of here. Get out of here. You're despicable. I'll tell you what. We're going to get Braden Elliott checked on here. He looked like he hit his face pretty hard on that